6:01 on this Tuesday morning. Thanks so much for joining us here on Up with KREM. I'm Channing Curtis. Let's go ahead and take a look at the forecast with meteorologist Thomas Patrick this morning, because Thomas, you're telling us about some rain chances that are kind of spreading out throughout the inland northwest right now.
Yeah, and any rain is going to be a wonderful thing for our region. I'm sure everybody is trying to do their rain dance as best they can. And it's working, especially for central and eastern Washington. Let's not delay and zoom in over Spokane County. The West Plains is getting rainfall. Medical Lake and Cheney, it is raining there right now, and it is closing in on Airway Heights and portions of Spokane. It is a bit on the scattered side, and it's light for now, but again, we will take any rain that we can possibly get. Let's pan up towards northeastern Washington, where Ferry and Stevens County getting some more solid rain, especially between Republic and Chelan, Colville, Kettle Falls. All some solid rain over northeastern Washington, which is expected some of the most rain for today. Those counties plus Pend Oreille County have been added to the flood watch until 8 o'clock this evening. Could see up to an inch of rain. Burn scar flooding would be the most likely scenario with any heavy thunderstorms that we see. However, the rest of the region remains under an air quality alert, but our air quality values have been variable as of right now. And coming up, we're going to have the latest updates on those current air quality marks across the inland northwest.
This morning, we are continuing to track deadly wildfires in Spokane County that have burned a combined 20,000 acres. The Gray Fire is burning more than 10,000 acres near Medical Lake right now and is only 10% contained. Now, yesterday, officials announced some evacuations for this fire have been downgraded and have let some people know that they could return home. So here's a look at the latest evacuation map. You can see the area north of the fire is now in that level 1 evacuation stage, while south of it is in that level 2 phase. The Red Cross does have a shelter set up right now at Spokane Falls Community College for anyone who needs assistance, and anyone who has large animals can take them to the Spokane County Fairgrounds if needed. Now, I-90 is completely reopened in both directions, so that means that drivers no longer need to take that detour route between Tyler and Four Lakes. So we want to show you, though, what crews have been dealing with along I-90 for the last several days. The flames from that fire have come right up to the interstate, and washed-out crews from across the state are now working alongside hot shot crews to remove dangerous trees from along the roads there. There is also still heavy smoke in that area as that Gray Fire continues to burn this morning. Now, turning our attention to the Oregon fire right now, it has burned nearly 11,000 acres and is still 0% contained. There are level 3 go now evacuations still in place for areas near Elk, Chattaroy, and parts of Pend Oreille County. Large animals can be taken to the Newport Rodeo grounds if need be, and the Red Cross does have a shelter set up here at Riverside High School. Now, that's where we'll find our Nicole Hernandez this morning. Nicole, you've been working to gather the latest information on this fire right now. What can you tell us this morning?
So, Channing, this morning a new national team is going to be coming in to take over for this fire. At this point, we are still waiting on more updates, but what we do know is that means there's going to be more crews, more firefighters, more trucks heading into the fire line to fight this fire. Now, the last update we got from DNR was from yesterday morning. In that update, they said this fire had burned just over 10,000 acres, and they also said crews were working on building lines around the fire, but none of them were strong enough to call any containment yet. This morning, we are waiting for more updated numbers and for an idea of what the fire did overnight. Right now, crews are estimating more than 80 buildings have burned. Right now, they're focusing on fighting the fire, of course, so once they get control of the flames, they'll be able to start figuring out exactly what has burned. In the meantime, those level 3 evacuations have left hundreds out of their homes. The Red Cross shelter is still open here at Riverside High School, and a local church opened up to help as well.
We have, my husband and I personally have quite a few friends who have no home. Everything is gone. I mean, no house, no barn, their tractors, they got out with nothing. And so we're serving them, and that's the heart of it.
So a couple of things for people here in this area. Crews are asking, one, don't go back into those level 3 evacuation zones yet. Those roads are closed for a reason, especially as more trucks and more fire crews are heading onto the fire line. They need those roads clear to do the work they need to do. And number 2, don't fly drones. They've been seeing Facebook posts about people using drones to get video of the burned areas in the fire, but when they see drones in the air, they have to ground all air support, and that, of course, does not help them at all in fighting this fire. So making sure everyone here is not using drones in this area. In Chattaroy, Nicole Hernandez, KREM 2 News.
This morning, we do know that 2 people have died in these devastating wildfires, and we're learning more about one of them, 86-year-old Carl Grube. Our chief journalist, Amanda Rowley, spoke to people who knew him and saw his impact on the community firsthand.
At the heart of the Jensen Memorial Youth Ranch was a man who friends and family say had the biggest heart.
He overall was just an amazing person.
Lola Harding grew up learning from Carl Grube at the ranch. That's where she started her first lamb project, which at times she couldn't always afford.
Carl had given me lambs, and I went, as soon as I got my check from the sale, I went to go pay him, and he told me, he's like, nope. He's like, I don't want your money.
She calls him her hero for supporting her in that journey.
I don't know what type of person I would have been if I wouldn't have had the opportunities that Craig and Carl both provided for us.
This is the legacy Carl leaves behind. In fact, just this year, the Junior Livestock Show dedicated their benefit in February and Livestock Show in May to Carl.
In typical Carl fashion, he did not like to be recognized for his work. He was a very quiet man, but when he spoke, you listen because his words had substance and they had meaning.
The youth ranch was where Carl could share his love for agriculture and all his knowledge with youth. And friends say Carl made sure you did things on the ranch the right way.
I've got hundreds of hours in these corrals working cows with him. If you never knew Carl Grube anyplace else, you learned in the corral that you better do it his way.
Carl's death has left his friends and family with heavy hearts.
My daughter said it best. She said, well, Dad, you and Carl were always hooked at the hip. So I'm going to miss that.
But his big heart and the lives he touched here won't be forgotten.
Tracking other wildfires still burning in our region this morning. On Sunday, firefighters stopped the forward progression of a fire burning near Thorpe Road along US 195 in Spokane. Now, this is map right here on your screen. If you take a look, the area in green is still under those level 1 get ready evacuations as of this morning. The fire burned about 15 acres before it was contained. Crews believe that this fire was sparked by an illegal campfire. As these fires continue to upend hundreds of lives, KREM Cares Help to Northwest is here to help. Last night, KREM Cares, along with KSPS, hosted a telethon fundraiser in partnership with the Red Cross. And in just 3 hours, and of course with the help of all of you at home, we were able to raise more than $120,000 for the local chapter of the American Red Cross. It was a phenomenal evening. We got blessed by so many donations by not just members of the community, but also so many local businesses, so many local organizations that all came out supporting their neighbors in need. It was just a great experience getting to talk to so many of you on the phone and taking your donations to help out our neighbors. Now, in case you missed the telethon, that's okay. If you're still wanting to, you can donate right now. Just scan the QR code that's on your screen right now, or you can head to our website at krem.com and you'll find a link to donate right there.
At 6:09 and weather-wise, we're still tracking the air quality across the region, though in Spokane, it's improved to the good category as of this morning, which is a wonderful sight, but it's not quite there everywhere across the inland Northwest, which is why the forecast for today calls for fluctuating conditions. Most of the smoke is parked just off to the west, especially west of where this rainfall is. So even though in, say, Moses Lake, where it's raining, well, the smoke is generally in that area. So Moses Lake to Omak still reporting unhealthy air quality. So because there's a little bit of overlap, it's not quite as clear cut of a forecast. So yes, the rain is going to continue through eastern Washington, which helps. However, the smoke will also travel eastward, which is why we'll see fluctuating air quality conditions today.